This is a non-Newtonian fluid. You might be thinking it looks more like a solid than a fluid, but look at what happens when I stop applying pressure to it. It liquefies. What's going on? It all has to do with viscosity, which is the measure of thickness or flow rate of a liquid. You know how honey and molasses flow a lot slower than water does? That's because they're more viscous than water. Most fluids we interact with on a day-to-day basis are Newtonian fluids, which means that their viscosity doesn't change when force is applied. But some fluids are non-Newtonian, which means when you apply a force, their viscosity can change. This concoction, known as Oobleck, is one such example of a non-Newtonian fluid. So, if I take something like a hammer and apply a lot of force, it should have high viscosity, almost like a solid. But if I apply the hammer with low force, it should have low viscosity and act much more like a liquid. And here you can see the hammer actually sinks into the liquid. Another really cool way this manifests is in pulling an object out of the Oobleck. Here, you can see I have my hammerhead submerged in a bowl of Oobleck. Well, if I try to force it out, we're going to have high viscosity, and so it'll take a lot of effort to actually get the hammerhead out. But if I try the same thing again, but instead of pulling hard with a lot of effort, I instead apply low force, it should have low viscosity. And so I should be able to pull the hammerhead without that much effort. And as you can see, it comes out just fine. If you want to mess around with Oobleck at home, then it's super simple to make. It's just 2 parts cornstarch and 1 part water, and it's super fun to play around with.